What's going down, everybody? Sarius here. Hope you guys are rocking steady. We got a real special treat because we're going to be rocking out with some all-star players here. Many of you guys know Scary Ghost from his awesome channel. He's been in many of my videos, and he's just a great all-around gaming guy. We also have Grave Roast. He's an awesome gamer. I know many of you guys have seen him also in some of my kite footage. Things get crazy, but with Grave, he's always there. He's very reliable and a great teammate. We have Snaz. I know many of you guys don't know Snaz, but he actually used to play with me when I was back on Serenity Divide, but always good times, a real funny guy, and he plays a really decent medic, and it's a really something that is a big asset on our team. We also have Whitefox. Haven't played with him in a long time, but I know this guy has a really nasty reputation as a sick M14 EBR / lever action rifle combo shooter, so he's a really great teammate, very reliable, and you're going to see him bust some awesome caps in these flesh pounds, popping some really great speed kills. We also have, if I pronounce this wrong, I apologize, sir. Murflor, Fear Crow, a really good teammate, and overall, it's just, we have just such a dream team, and this match went awesome. Also, some really good news for everybody. I just want to let y'all know, thank you so much for all of your support by subbing to my channel and subscribing and staying with me and liking my videos. I really appreciate all the support, everybody. I know I don't get to say this enough, but I just want to let y'all know that it really means a lot to me, because I think today, I actually am able to make videos longer than 15 minutes. So I'm very excited, and I'm hoping that if this is the case, I can get longer footage for everybody, so that way we don't have to trip on 15-minute blips and this and that, and have to cut so much footage out that I think you guys can learn so much from. Okay, so as with all of my video footage, this is not here to show off. This is here to demonstrate some effective strategies that you and your team or buddies, even if it's in a public environment, can take to the battle with you. So that way, when you hop in game and killing floor on Hell on Earth difficulty or any lower difficulty, you're gonna know what to do a little better. And take it from me, this isn't written in stone. This is just one guy's opinion, and you can see that on my friends list and on my YouTube list, I have a ton of other gamers that are extremely skilled killing floor players that have some really great diverse setups. So don't take mine as scripture or anything straight up. It's just an idea and a suggestion to get you back, maybe inspired, hopefully getting you back into the game and rocking steady. So right here you can see that we're all mopping up pretty well. Everyone's doing a great job. Scary Ghost is actually rocking the brand new Zed. It's the Zed eradication device, but it's really cool because it also serves as a dual purpose radar system. It's automatic. It's really awesome, and it has this alt fire that allows you to be able to slow Zeds down. It does cost a little bit of ammo, but you're going to see how just effective it is in just the later rounds when Scary Ghost is actually helping me take down some of the big guys and saving me some precious ammo. So right here, I'm going to be rocking out with a combat shotty here. I also have an axe as well as a hunting shotty. Call it old school, call it whatever you like, but dude, it works. It's an awesome weapon. Now, I normally rock out with the regular shotgun, which it does a great job, but I wanted to have extra additional semi-automatic firepower. You know that the pump shotgun is good, it's very powerful, and honestly, you can choose just about any of the shotguns out there, even including the HSG, which is I think the Caltech KSG-1, which I have no idea. That's only what my friends have told me. So, anyways, regardless, it's a good combo. Look at the Zed eradication device. Scary Ghost went ahead and slows the entire group there in front, and then it's just awesome, just easy pickings, because your bullet penetration is just spot on. Look at this, just annihilates the siren. So you can see right here. One thing I love about this weapon, the combat shotgun versus the HSG, is the reason because it's not mag fed. That means you can pop in and reload on the fly, and you can shoot on the fly too, which is really awesome. That's one thing that the HSG does not allow you to do. So if you're caught in a reload, it's really valuable to have that ability to have some more versatility, because you never know when you're going to have Zeds pop in. Like on this map here, we've got Gorefast popping down from the rooftops, and clots that can grab you, and you can have crawlers all up in your face and stuff. Now right here, look at Whitefox. Boom, just annihilated that flesh pound. Expert level, 6-man speed kill. Really good job, brother. And that's important when you have people on that speed level that can actually pop that off quickly and reliably. And honestly, that wasn't an easy area. I mean, you can see right here, there are a bunch of uneven ground problems, and this become a really fast dilemma. So it's really important that I think if you're going to kite this map, which in my opinion, I think kiting is awesome. It's a lot more fun, in my opinion, than, let's say, camping a complete sector. Not to say that it's superior by any means. It's actually, it depends on what kind of game style you like. But if you've played Killing Floor for quite some time, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it can get a little repetitive, and by changing it up, kiting around the map, you're always in a new area, so there's always going to be new instances and new Zeds popping up. So I mean, in a game that's dominated predominantly by, fighting AI, and there's no PvP except for like the gun game modifications, it's kind of nice to have kind of like that more randomized sort of feeling, so you don't know what's going to be around the corner and you have to react to it with your team and actually work and gel as a unit. So Snaz is doing a good job keeping everybody patched up. Scary Ghost is rocking out as a pyro. He has all these great combos and these awesome loadouts, so I got to give him massive props. It's always a fun time playing with him because he's always something different every single time, and that's really interesting. Grave has a really cool setup going on as well. He's just rocking out, doing his own thing, and that's what I love about Grave. He's a really independent, versatile guy. He's self-actualizing. He gets stuff done. This is a hard shot for Whitefox, so I didn't want to go ahead and run the risk, so I went ahead and put a double hunting shotgun barrel up that guy's grill, and I sent him flying. I love basically just in my own head, I'm just like, Fort, and then poof, you just see him go flying like a cannonball. But that's always good stuff. So right here, we're whittling him down. Wave 8, a lot of stuff happening. Called out a flesh pound. Now this is where things can become a nightmare fast. So I told Grave that he had aggro because his back was turned to him. I was trying to see if I was going to jump down the bridge and actually pull off a speed kill there, but I'm like, you know what? The flesh pound started jumping around and moving around, so I'm like, I'm just not going to mess with this. Let's get inside. Let's get ourselves in a tight corridor where we can pull the speed kill. And honestly, guys, what I'm trying to do is set up a situation where all of us can do a speed kill like we would in the test map environment, where it's even ground. You're trying to set up for those ideal situations to take out the big guys. That's a very important thing. Did you guys see that crawler? I chuckled for a second. I'm like, that is hilarious. So I let everybody know I'm popping a speed kill. The reason being was because I wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page in case people had to help out. And we also have Murflor, Fear Crow rocking out as support as well. So it is really nice, especially getting right back as we did another lap with the uneven ground. Having a support in your team is almost critical because the amount of damage that hunting shotgun and or other shotguns do to clear that line and clear that lane when the ground is going to be super chaotic and nightmarish for any sharpshooter of any skill set. With the hitboxes being crazy sometimes, it's really important to have that extra damage. So you are a burst damage class, and I'm talking about the support guys, okay? You are there for your team when you need an extreme, huge chunk of force multiplication delivered immediately. So that's exactly what you are. But at the same rate, you're kind of like a glass cannon. You run out of ammo, your ammo's finite, so you definitely want to make sure that you're just conserving your shots. I mean, right here, you're going to see I'm a little more liberal with my shotgun rounds, but for the most part, guys, like I'm saying, don't ever feel like you have to conserve, but just make sure that you're lining up your shots so you can take out multiple Zeds, like in that situation right there against those clots, okay? You want to be lining up your shots. If you can take out and save yourself precious ammo by killing multiple Zeds in one hit, then you know what I'm saying, you're good to go. You catch what I'm saying? So right here, when things get really dense and chunky, especially when you have husks and sirens at your rear, even towards your mid, you want to make sure that you're actually just dumping rounds and making sure that you're killing them as much as possible, because you never know what happens. Those guys are a little tricky. They like to pop up like in droves of like 2 to 3 of them, and that can be lethal for your team immediately. I don't care if you're a berserker, I don't care if you have extra HP, I don't care if you're lucky or not, those will eventually get your team killed. So take those guys out. They're a huge priority. Now right here, I went ahead and picked off a gore fast off of Whitefox, which he was very grateful for, and it was awesome because when you have a team that you can cover for each other, you can watch each other's six, it's just such a great feeling knowing that people have your back, and that's really important. So if you're going to be an effective teammate on Hell on Earth, in any public situation, you want to communicate with your team. Let them know what's going down. Now right here, I told him I'm going to pop a speed kill. Scary Ghost was already on it with the Zed eradication device, and apparently what that alternate fire does is it also allows him to be able to weaken the Zed, so they take extra damage. And I think Scary said 50% extra or something. I'm not sure. I don't know the numbers. All I know is that when it comes down to the actual technique of doing things, that's really where I shine. So, but if you have any questions related to technical stuff, definitely talk to Scary Ghost. He knows everything about the game. and then some. You know, he's amazing. And you know what's cool about this guy too is that Scary Ghost actually takes the time and he cares about the game, and he's actually working on bug fixes to try to fix things. I think there are some bug submissions and fixes that he actually submitted himself to the Tripwire team, which is really awesome because it shows that, you know, his level of dedication is spot on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a good thing. I just got to give props to him because I think some of the bug fixes that we have are all thanks to Scary actually working his tail off to try to make that happen. So massive props, brother. You know, as for the state of game, I know I've had a lot of people also talk to me a little bit saying, hey, you know, Sars, what do you think about, you know, the brand new weapons, or what do you think about the new patch, bro, or the direction of killing floor? And, you know, a long time ago on Serenity Divide, I had made a video based on like the M99 and kind of like how I was kind of upset and a little concerned about it. But, you know, ever since then, I sort of just kind of like, I don't know really how to put this in kind of like a chill way, but, you know, for the most part, I just, you know, the devs are going to do what they feel is best for the game. And personally, being a killing floor player, pushing about, I don't know, gosh, man, a long time. It's been since, what, 2009 the game came out. I've just straight up enjoyed the game, and I just feel it's matured well. You know, I know that there's some new weapons, and some people are kind of worried about the whole, you know, community IJC pack or whatever you want to call it. But dude, I mean, you know, these guys are just trying to do their best to try to make the game as fun as possible, and you know, with what they've got. And I think that's really what gives this game a little bit of flair. It's a game that doesn't take itself too seriously. But you can see the maps just are really well laid out. I really enjoy that these guys constantly keep us updated. I mean, we just went through 2 updates. I mean, the Halloween, October 2012, you know, Hillbilly Horror event, which was awesome. And then we have, you know, the brand new Christmas event with the brand new map, the Moon Base, which is actually a very fun map. It's just kind of not my style with the whole gravity stuff. But other than that, you know, it's a fun map, pretty chaotic, and you know, maybe someday I might get some footage on it, but I can't be very committal on that one. But regardless, guys, you know, these guys actually do care, and I sense that, you know, even though that the updates may be a little more sparse than normal, and some of the gameplay mechanics, you know, still might or may not be, you know, have been addressed yet. But dude, it's like, whatever, man, you know, it's like I'm having a good time, and I think that's all that matters. And the purpose of this channel, it's not so much to be talking about, you know, the gameplay, the balances, and stuff like that. It's more to talk about just the everyday, you know, everyday Joe stuff, like talking about like actual techniques and the practicality of doing things. You know, that's important for me. I want you guys to actualize, you know, your abilities in game, and you can. And the greatest feeling for me was when I started with like I started off like, dude, I can't do Hell on Earth. I can't do this. I mean, this is too hard for me. You know, and I used to play, you know, on hard mode and Suicidal, and I thought, you know, Suicidal was amazing. I thought it was a crap after that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can do this. You know, went to Hell on Earth and I couldn't survive. You know, past Wave 7 came and I'm like, oh my god, how do we kill the flesh browns? You know, so then I was able to hook up with some great players like Devant and a couple other players that really showed me the ropes, and I even met up with Fang as well, who taught me a lot of stuff. I mean, this guy was like a wealth of knowledge. By the way, Fang, if you're listening, brother, props to you. Hope everything's going well for you. He recently had made a short but awesome return where he was kind of like showing some commando gameplay where he clutched Abusement Park all on his own, which was awesome. It was a really cool video. But then I think real life kind of got in the way, and he sort of wanted to just do his own thing for a bit, and I got massive respect for that. Right here, I was trying to do a pistol pull, and it went all wrong right there. But I was able to save Brave Rose with a well-placed hunting shotgun round to get that Scrake out of the fight, but it was all good times. Speaking about Grave as well, he's also a mapper, so he's been working on his own project as well, and I think that's really cool to have people that are just having the opportunity to game with people that are so knowledgeable about this game. Because let's face it, I mean, I'm here just having fun, and I'm just sort of like a dude that enjoys gaming. I'm not a pro by any means, and I'm not claiming to be at all. I'm just an average Joe that enjoys gaming, dude, and it's just such a great opportunity to surround myself with such great individuals that are so dedicated to gaming and just representing the PC gaming industry, mainly the indie-based, you know, industry, because that's exactly what, you know, it's all about here. But regardless, getting back to the footage, I know I digressed for, gosh, it was a long time, and I hope that I didn't bore you to death, guys, but overall, I like to kind of talk about games from like a full spectrum perspective, you know. But right here you can see we're kicking butt, dude. It's wave 10 of 10. We've survived a double flesh pound. Honestly, things are going great. Whitefox, here he comes with the pistol pull. Again, it's uneven ground. I didn't want to go ahead and take any risks, so I went ahead and finished off the speed kill for him. And everyone understands, you know, what's cool about this is that when you get to a level of like maturity and like you're gaming with your buddies, honestly, it's not about like the whole like, oh my god, I gotta get the kill, I gotta get the points. It's not about that. It's about how can we effectively deal with this threat so everybody can survive and move on to the next thing. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, people that have like this, I don't know, kill steal mentality, like, oh my god, you stole my kill, or oh my god, you did this and that, you know, it's just stupid, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather, like, people would take, you know, like, take a kill here, you know, I'm like, dude, thank you for helping me, because I wanted to make sure this thing is dead, you know, and that's the most important thing. When you are a support, if you are popping speed kills, you're taking out flesh pounds, go ahead and make sure that you are grabbing ammo boxes. You know, if you're full on ammo, then let someone else take it for sure, but honestly, like, you are a priority class, so don't hesitate at all. You know, communicate with your team, see how everybody's doing, and honestly, just don't be shy. Grab the ammo if you need it, because honestly, you are huge, especially on this map right here. You can see as we get down here towards the health side of things, a lot of the Zeds like to drop in from the ceiling, and that can be lethal, so you have to make sure that you're doing the very best you can. Now right here, I was topped off pretty much, so I was like, dude, there's ammo on the right, grab it. And, you know, that's one of those things. Although the team did skip it this time, the next round, Graves going to be able to pick that box up, and I was able to give him some cover there, which is really awesome. Unfortunately, Scary did take a hit, so he's gone, but we do have the Zed eradication device, and as I was talking about earlier, we're going to get into it in depth about how it works and how things happen. So I didn't really use it to its fullest of capabilities, but I think I used its all fire pretty solidly to be able to help secure some kills real quickly. I'm going to run out of ammo eventually, and that's the biggest thing that really could get a lot of teams in trouble. So you want to just make sure, like I'm saying, that, you know, if people are dead or there's spare ammo, you got to go for it. Now right here, I go ahead and start a speed kill. Snaz was trying to take it for me, which is awesome. It's a very selfless thing to do for your team, and everyone just kind of ganked it, and it was gone. It was gone in like 2 seconds. See, that's the importance of the speed killing. My mentality, coming from a Counter-Strike source background and also a little bit of CSGO, I've played a little bit of it, I enjoy it, but I just don't have a lot of time to delve into. There's just too many awesome games, you know what I'm saying? So, but coming from that mentality and that mindset and that background, playing competitively with regular 1.6 as well, you know, you want to kill stuff extremely fast.
Let's get down here.
The question of the day is, should be going through your mind, how can I most effectively kill this thing in the least amount of bullets possible? You know what I'm saying? Because in Counter-Strike, here's the thing. The gameplay was basically you have to go for headshots. If you don't do that, you know, you're going to die, because everybody's going for headshots in that game. And, you know, that was one of the fastest methods of killing things. So in this game, I'm like, you know what? How can we most effectively deal with the biggest threats in the game?
Nice call,
As you can see, we went ahead and took out another flesh pound. It was an expert level speed kill from everybody involved, helping out, dumping that damage together. So again, it's a collaborative right there. Called out the ammo on the right. Grave goes for the ammo I see this time, so I go ahead and start covering him, just putting some rounds out, drawing the aggro away from those clots that could grab him and get him in trouble. So right there, that's important. You have to kind of assess on your team, what does everybody need at that specific time, and try to fill that gap if you can, if you have the capabilities of it.
It would definitely help out against those big guys.
What I was talking about with speed kills, it's how fast can you get an enemy out of the fight. In competitive gaming, that's prime. That's what separates the pros from like the casual guys. That's really important. You want to make sure that you have the mindset on how can I most effectively, you know, win, and that's basically what you need to do. You have to get as many advantages as possible to ensure that victory, and that's exactly what you want. And that's you know, that's just one thing that's, I mean, it's not support related.
We gotta keep Whitefox
if you want to kill a lot of stuff effectively, go support for sure.
Keep our support alive
or go sharpshooter. You know, every role has a designation, and I'm not favoring one role over another, but for sure, you just, you know, I think that these are more concrete. You have these really concrete perks. So it is 126 left to go. Everybody is rocking out. Now, Grave is a little bit to the back. On that bridge, it can be lethal if you get caught up or you hesitate, because there's a huge vent on the top. You can just see all of those Zeds just dropping in. They pour in like crazy. And I was lucky to be able to get a support heal real quick to try to get him back up. and luckily it worked out real well. But you can see that a support can really blaze through crowds of those enemies with the bullet penetration, so it's really nice, especially when you get in those narrow hallways and corridors, to be able to engage multiple enemies at one time. I mean, a double hunting shotgun in one of those close quarter situations can clear the entire room. It's almost like a claymore blast, like just a wall of lead going straight forward, and it will just waste anything in front of you, which is really important. Again, calling out ammo is essential for your team, because sometimes in the heat of the moment they may not see it until it's too late, and it's always important to communicate with them, because it's always really easy to go low on ammo. Now right here I only have 5 shotgun rounds remaining, so I told the team I'm going to go pick up the Z eradication device, and now I'm communicating with Murflor to make sure that if we have another flesh pound that I can slow him down, or at least try to anyway. I wasn't sure how to use this thing, but it looked amazing, and you can see that it almost has like that pulse rifle motion detection from like Alien vs Predator or whatever they have.
I'll try to slow it down with this thing, okay?
But anyway, Ghost was telling me a little bit about what the symbols all mean, and I guess the orange skulls are kind of like sirens and husks. I didn't know that. Actually, I thought those were all flesh pounds. I'm like, holy crap, I said we're going to be in big trouble. Run! So, anyway, the red skulls are Skrakes, and they are also the flesh pounds. So that's something you definitely want to think about. I was trying to communicate, trying to indicate what's going on. I'm like, guys, we just got to get across the bridge. Fuck this. Let's go. Excuse me. Let's just go. So as we cross the bridge, I don't know if maybe I don't know if like that saying "ignorance is bliss" might work out. But as I was looking at this radar, I'm tripping out, because I'm like, holy crap! I'm like, this is crazy. Sometimes it's better not knowing like what's coming your way, because I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, oh god, we got to move, guys. We got to move. And everybody's like looking around like, dude, what's going on, man? What's up? Because I'm seeing things that they're not seeing because of the radar. So I'm telling everybody to get down here towards the hell side of things, and we're trying to go ahead and just try to get ourselves in, like I was saying, like that test map environment where we can engage anything very quickly. So right here, they're actually going to start breaking in. You can see real quickly that Murflo went ahead and soloed that with the help of Whitefox, helping each other out. It's like a tag team duo. Right here, I went ahead and slowed down that flesh pound. I don't think it was probably the best time to do so, but I wanted to test out the Z gun anyway. So as he gets closer, you can see he's raging, and I'm going to go ahead and slow him down. At that time, double damage. Fear Crow goes and steps in, does a hunting shotgun blast with the grenades, and it was just an epic win right there. Now right there, there are Skrakes as well. So it looks like the Skrakes are red skulls as well. I'm looking at it right now and reviewing the footage. And you can see that the orange are for sirens. Okay, good. I was right, actually. Not bad. So right here now, Grave is going to get in a little bit of trouble here. So I'm going to jump down real quick, help him out with a hunting shotgun blast right there, saving his life and helping him out. And that's what it's all about. Always being situationally aware and helping your buddies out when you need them, because that is really critical. And you can see that Snaz was right all over that too, helping him out, getting him patched back in the fight. And with only one Zed left to go on wave 10 to 10, we're going to move on to the Patriarch, but I wanted to go and show you this awesome speed kill. Boom, Fear Crow nails it, and that straight goes flying. So everybody, thanks again for all of your love and your support. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to leave the Patriarch footage uncommentated on, so that way you can enjoy it yourself in the way it was originally intended. Trust me, it's going to be epic. But everybody, I'll see you guys on the flip side. If you like this video, please do me a favor. Show your love and support. Give that like button a little bit of love. And if you want to subscribe, that's an added bonus. Sarius out. Catch you guys on the flip side.
Very much.
Oh shit.
Man on! No.
Okay, cool.
Run, Snaz, run!
That's cool.
What's going on? Watch out, Grave, watch out!
Like I'm walking slow or something. I feel like my guy has a limp. He's like, oh. And he's behind.
Watch it.
And he's
Oh, might be
running.
the speed bug, yeah.
I hear it.
Get the hell out of here.
Damn, that was close. No, right? The fucking ninja. Oh no, no! Snaz, no! Dude, this guy's fucking rocket cheating, man. A fucking wall hack rocket. No!
Everything is so simple when you have a rocket launcher for an arm.
Oh man, good game guys, nice try.